The gacha games are addictive. They're turning the freaking frogs gay. Listen, I need you to skip just one day of dailies. Hold on, before you freak out, just hear me out, okay? It's gonna be okay. Did you know that gacha games are addictive? I know. It's an insane revelation I've just had right now. But really, they're so good at what they do that big businesses, university medical journals, and major news outlets are finally realizing it in the past 2 to 3 years. Now, maybe there was some before that, but not near as many as this, and that is thanks in part to Genshin Impact's success. That's the only good thing I have to say about that game. Thank you. And you know you've made an impact in the world when people on LinkedIn are talking about you. Things like limited characters, easy addictive combat, ease of access and use. Hell, I can just click the button on my phone and I'm on it. Sometimes they have interesting stories or lore. Maybe not stories.
Okay, I'll fucking lie, okay?
You have the incredibly attractive females and sometimes males. And let's not forget gigantic personalities. Also, yes, I am in a closet right now. And now? All of these things have been expertly crafted by these gacha companies to get you to come back every day and experience that little fabled acronym FOMO, the fear of missing out. Oh no, I need to log in every day and spend my gacha stamina word of choice and get my favorite gacha's currency, or the CEO is gonna come touch my bum. But he's not. He's not going to do that. I have a lot of very strong opinions about gacha games. And that is one, because I've been playing them for over a decade, and two, I have a little bit of a story that led me to spending the majority of my money and leading myself into a very bad mental place. I also have a lot of other very strong opinions that I hold, like I think people should end their showers with cold water, because I think hot water makes you sweat and it's harder to dry off. I just made that shit up. And another one is I think everybody should listen to Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride at least once a day, because it is impossible to be in a bad mood while and after you listen to that song. The reason I'm making this is because I stumbled across a little Reddit post the other day. Don't ask me how, okay? It's pretty old. I was doing some research for something, okay? So don't make fun of me. But the post is titled, "Not Logging In Every Day" on r/gacha gaming. And one person replied and said, logging in every day is very important. Same with doing your dailies, except if they didn't design around it. You're missing out a lot if you don't. And honestly, if you can't even bother logging in, chances are you probably are not interested. And then some guy replied and said, agreed. If I forget to log in for a day, I just uninstall, which is why I only play one game right now. Habibi, my brother, come to me. Let me explain you something. Missing one day of dailies in the grand scheme of things is not a big deal. Let's take ZZZ for example. A recent hoyoverse title, or not a recent, the most recent hoyoverse title, right? Your dailies every day give you 60 polychromes. That is equal to half of a pool. Missing one day is not a big deal. In fact, I suggest everybody skip one day of dailies. At least, in order to prevent habit forming, you have to be a little inconsistent. What happens when you skip a daily? You want the game to be a game that you play for fun.
Objection! Nuh-uh. Fuck you mean, nuh-uh?
You don't want it to be a habit that you feel forced to log in. Because one, that's what leads to burnout. And two, you're not playing the game anymore for what it is, which is a video game, right? I think we can agree. I make it a point to at least skip one day if I'm like really enjoying a game. Like I'm playing ZZZ every day, except I didn't play ZZZ every day. I've skipped a couple days already because I don't want it to be a habit. I don't want to feel forced to log in, and I don't want to burn out. Missing one day in the grand scheme of things does not matter. See, what happens is these companies have been working tirelessly for years, collecting everything you do and trying to find the best ways to manipulate you and keep you addicted to their game. So one, you don't have time to play other games. And two, they're gonna make you spend at some point. They'll get better at it. And eventually, they're like little mosquito vampires. I just came up with that analogy right now. Actually, I didn't write it down on this script on my screen. They're just sitting there outside your door to your home, to your house, to your apartment, whatever. And eventually you're gonna forget to put on bug screen when you leave the house. They're gonna smell it. They're gonna sniff you out. They're gonna sink their disgusting little teeth into you. They're gonna suck you dry.
What do you mean by that?
That's why you have to put up a barrier between addiction and playing it for fun. Now, let me tell you my story real quick. This is going to be a little story time for you. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you will know that I've played Fate for a while now. Look at this. Right? I've played Fate so long, I got a real one. And I played the Japanese version, you know, not long after it released. And I logged in every day for 1,000 days straight. A 1,000-day login streak. That's commitment. But that is also addiction. And that shit would make me wake up in cold sweats. Did I log in? I don't know. Did I log in? I don't know. I'd like, you know, when you have a really bad dream and you're like, when you jump up like that, you do one of those. That happened often. Like, oh shit, I don't remember if I logged in. If I was leaving the area, my house, and going to places that didn't have service, I would have to go out of my way to avoid doing the outdoor activities that I was doing to find service or the internet, Wi-Fi somehow. One day it happened. The mental illness caught up with me, and I forgot. And for a couple days, I don't think I've ever been more distraught over a video game. Actually, over anything, really. I don't know. 1,000 days is almost 3 years in a row, and I was beside myself. And then eventually, about a week and a half later, I realized it's okay to skip a day. And actually, it might be a little bit healthier if I do. And I still play to this day. Several years later, I only have logged in another additional 800 some days. The moral of the story is that you need to prevent yourself from forming habits with these games. You want to play a game because it's fun, so you have to put that barrier up, make that connection in that smooth thing in your head that we all have because we're playing these games, that it's okay, this is a game. Because let me tell you, your favorite insert billion-dollar company name here does not care about you a single bit. Now maybe that's a generalization and some of them do. I don't know. I haven't asked them. But like I said earlier, they will continue to monitor your behaviors on these games. If you can play a game completely free and there's no ads, you are the product. And they will use your data to continue to develop new, better, more intrusive, darker ways. There are such things as dark patterns, but you know, they can't do that anymore apparently, so to manipulate you into spending your money or spending all your time in their app. And I know when you've been playing Gacha for years, you don't even realize half the time that you've been abused and used and taken advantage of mentally, and that, you know, now you are the capital of Sweden. You have that sunk cost because you feel like you've put all of this time into a game, and if you just stop playing it, or if you don't log in every day, you don't do the dailies, everything that came before is pointless. But it's not. Did you have fun? Did you have fun that entire time, that whole way up?
No.
Or at least some of the time? If the answer is yes, then it wasn't worthless, the time you've spent in the game. They want you to have that feeling, so you keep coming back. And eventually, you're gonna feel like you can't keep up anymore, and you're gonna break down that little barrier that you put up for yourself. You're gonna spend that 99 cents on that little pack that's just like, holy shit, is that really the deal they're giving me? Because yes, they are giving you that deal, because they're gonna lock into you like that one dude, like that fucking locked in guy.
Absolutely locked in. Let's go.
They'll be more locked into you than he is, and that guy's fucking locked in. All this to say, I care about you people because this is a game genre business model, whatever, that I enjoy heavily and that I've been playing for a long time. And I've had to learn myself that I have to prevent the habit forming of this because they are very manipulative and very good at what they do. So you better watch out. While I'm here, join the Discord, okay? I had to watch a whole video on how to put this thing together. I didn't know how to make a Discord like this, but I did it. So join it, please. There'll be cool stuff in there. Our world stuff and Gacha stuff. Okay? And if you enjoyed this or you agree, make sure to like and subscribe. My next TED Talk will be on why I think weapon banners are the worst thing that happened to Gacha and why they limit character design. I feel very strongly about that. Just like the shower thing. Remember, you are the product of these games. They are free for a reason. And if they're not free, then you're not the product. But if they are free, you are the product. And I'm looking out for you. I care about you. You right there in the comment section. I see you. I care about you too. Even though you're not watching the video. Kind of weird. Put that barrier up for yourself. Skip some dailies. Prevent yourself from forming a habit. And play it for fun. It is a game, not a second job. Okay? Okay, that's all for me. It's getting hot in this fucking closet. Peace. Love your friends. And for the love of Commander And for the love of, what's his name? Xenu, the galactic commander or whatever, go touch some fucking grass. Okay, bye.